you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ohio State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Boilermaker! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. Let's see if they can do it.
Using his legs, it's Donaldson. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future interception. intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got his man quickly. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The screen, he can go. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable.
Looking for the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll pull it down. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's McCoby. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Fires to the tight end. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. That's caught. It's Smith. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for room, it's Donaldson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air on second and short. Got a man in the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, they didn't overthink that one. Fourth and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, fourth down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Pulls it, fired, complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The give from the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. That keeps the running game churning, pick up a 5 to the 23.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He wants to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Tate. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Balls it in. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot.
Number 35 on the field goal.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. Turning it on. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the run, it's Peoples. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the... possibilities here. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes are on the move. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got the back over the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Tuggle. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Got the first himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Off play action. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
To the air. It's Sayin. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. Lots of running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those...
Dashes him in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Boilermakers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Boilermakers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 32. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And that ball was caught in the back of the end zone. The officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's McCovey. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. He's got it. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Boilermakers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little extra time. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. There
he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue. They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden. And when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball outside, obviously aware that the defender
fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
A handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Boilermakers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Now the pitch.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Caught in the backfield, it's McCoby. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Punt is in the air. Quick step and go. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. And the returner will be brought down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
But there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account with how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops.